Greetings, friends. It's me, Wayman, and this is a video going out to Graceful, Father Graceful, in response to late night rant. Well, this is um, let's see, it's 4:11, and I was on nights for the weekend, so Saturday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. So I got home this morning, and then I slept most of the day, but I'm still tired. So on the long weekends, um, on nights that I have to do like once a month, um, end up taking a lot out of you. But I'm not going to complain because my coworkers, uh, they call me a baby if they knew I was on Camp whining because they have to go through the same thing. So it softens the blow. But anyways, I think that I do think about the topics you were discussing constantly, and it's always going in my brain. My brain's always churning when I can, and sometimes I annoy Mrs. Wayman by constantly talking about the topic. You know? So I kind of have to put the brakes on or do videos because it's kind of like an outlet to all these ideas and things on religion and metaphor that I'm thinking about. So I guess when that guy approached me the other day on break and asked me the question, you know, um, if I died, do I know where I would go? Um, Usually, I automatically put it in the context of, all right, this guy feels compelled to share with me um, this little scripted program, and I usually allow him to do that. So I used to be angry about it before, but now I'm really sympathetic to it, and because I love religious conversation so much, I just can't pass it up. So I think that I end up putting up a certain kind of defense because I understand why they feel compelled to do that. So after reading like Plato and seeing some of Socrates' techniques on questioning and rhetoric, it gave me some pretty good tools to get through stuff like that. Um, so I said to him, you know, death and righteousness are the most important topics to talk about. And if I could talk about them all day, I probably would. And if you have ideas that you want to share with me about death, righteousness, and salvation, and virtue, uh, I'd be more than happy to listen to you discuss it. And I got like 15 minutes of break left, so um, we could do that. But I don't want to be talking about it on company time because um, even though we love the conversation so much, um, the company might get mad if they knew that they were paying us to talk about virtue. So we kind of joked. But so I let him go into this, and it's kind of like the peeling away layers. People like to use onions. So originally, the outer shell is is the shell that they have is compelling, once they get the outer shell off, then you're ready to have the real conversation about it. And you can have a serious conversation about um, uh, the topic. Basically, because the outer shell, or the compelled statements, the scripted compelled statements that they feel they need to tell you, is emotionally charged, and the script is, and the statement is rhetorically um, constructed to make you feel fear, anxiety. So by putting up that wall of viewing it as a philosophy and letting them do it, takes a lot of the fear and anxiety out of the rhetorical uh, discussion on their part. And before, I used to feel a lot of anxiety. Old feelings used to come back. You know, and I suppose that many would say, "Oh, you're feeling convicted," but anybody can make a speech and get a emotional response. So I usually feel that the emotional response that I'm feeling is coming from what they're telling me, and it's made to do that. The speech is geared towards doing that. So after that, you can have a conversation, and if you listen to them in the first place, uh, they'll be willing to listen to you, even though there's that wall there between us and them. So I usually try to quote as much scripture as possible because it sets them at ease, and you're talking, like you mentioned, their language, as they see you as an unbeliever, and sometimes they're pretty amazed by that. So uh, if you can, don't forget all those texts and just toss them out, because um, when you're approached, you can use it as armor, the armor of the metaphor. So I guess what I did was, you have to gorge yourself um, on what you believe mythology is, because you have this this notion that you were trained, like you say, faith. Um, you gorge yourself, and then you quick read New Testament. Gorge yourself on mythology. Quickly read, Paul,